Good morning and welcome to 365 Days of Amazing Stories with Theo Mayer. Here we are on day 217 of 2025, and I've got a story to tell you about a butterfly. Now, it turned out that there was this man. He had a beautiful garden, grew a lot of things, and every day he was out there tending it and watering, and he was also a big fan of nature and all of the creatures that go into making the wild world so beautiful. So his attention was always on seeing changes and watching the world around him. And as he was, looking around in his garden one day, he happened to spy where a butterfly was coming out of its, I think it's a chrysalis, that little container that a caterpillar that's going to turn into a butterfly it makes. It was hanging from a plant, beautiful kind of greenish color, and it had these patterns on it that you could tell were the kind of outer resemblance of what a butterfly would end up looking like. You could see where the wings were going to be and the distinction in various parts of its body. Like I said, it was a beautiful pale green color. Shades of green. It wasn't all one color. And kind of golden lines along it. And the man was fascinated, and he began to watch it day by day. And it changed, actually, as he watched it. But there was one day when he could tell that the butterfly was trying to get out of its chrysalis. It was kind of forcing its way out and struggling to do so. And the man decided that he would sit and watch it. And over the hours that he came and went and kept watching it, he could see that this butterfly was really struggling to get out. And at a certain point, it completely stopped. And the man was a little bit concerned that now perhaps the butterfly was not going to make it out and was going to die. It had given up. It was just too much. So the man decided he would help it out, and he cut away that outer shell of the butterfly that the butterfly was emerging from. The butterfly came out. It had crumpled wings, and it had kind of a bloated body. The man waited, thinking that the wings would unfurl and the body would reduce into this beautiful form that allowed the butterfly to take flight and lift itself into the air. But no, that body remained bloated, and the wings never unfurled. They stayed crumpled. And that poor little, almost butterfly couldn't become a butterfly. It remained in that state, that bloated body and the wings that could never fly, because that man had helped it out. And the truth is that critical moment when that butterfly had stopped trying to get itself out was a time when, because of the struggle and the constriction of that outer coating on the butterfly's body, it forced the fluids in its body into the wings. The struggle of trying to get out of the chrysalis forced the fluids into the wings, which allowed them to unfurl and become those beautiful forms that they are, that allowed the butterfly to take flight. Well, that man learned a big lesson. He felt horrible about it. Every time he thought about it, ever since then, he felt horrible about it. But the truth is, it's these struggles in our lives, these moments that we struggle, are really the moments that allow us, in the end, to have wings that allow us to fly, take flight, to move into that next stage of life. And so next time you're struggling away with a situation or a problem, perhaps it's good to remember this little story about the butterfly and know that struggle is very likely Gonna put you in a state that allows you to fly.